Chapter 6 of Think Again by Adam Grant. Welcome to the summary of Chapter 6 of Think Again by Adam Grant. We human beings seek status and belonging in our societies. When we are identified as a part of a group, we feel part of the tribe and we take pride when our group wins. We can see this on a large scale. When a country's soccer team wins World Cup matches, the stock prices of that country rise. And it falls when the country's team loses. These belonging to a tribe creates beliefs against our opponent groups. Those beliefs then turn to stereotypes and then to prejudice. The stronger our beliefs are, the less likely we are to rethink them. For example, if you are a white American, growing and spending time with other white Americans give you a sense of belonging to that group. As part of a shared belief, you may start believing that Africans and Asians should not be allowed in the United States. Slowly you will create stereotypes and prejudice for this belief, and it will put a pair of goggles on your eyes through which you will see every Asian and African with hatred. Similarly, if you are an Indian, your belonging to one specific caste may put the goggles of stereotypes and prejudice on your eyes against the lower castes. Similarly, we can find numerous examples in our daily lives in which we are part of small or large groups of people that has unconsciously created negative beliefs and negative feelings in our minds against other groups. As human nature, we find any threat to our beliefs cracks our goggles, which confuses our vision of the world. As a result, we put up our guards. We especially try to protect the beliefs that we know deep down that they are false. Instead of rethinking our beliefs or trying a new pair of goggles, we try to find a way or an angle of vision that keeps us viewing the world through the same goggles. This segregation isolates us on different levels, from human as one group down to an individual. You can break yourself free from this chain of segregation by activating counterfactual thinking, by asking questions like, how would your stereotype be different if you had been born black or Asian or in a lower caste family? What opinions would you hold if you had been raised on a farm versus in a city or in a culture on the other side of the world? You can also take this pair of goggles off from your eyes by overview effect. Overview effect is overviewing from a third-person perspective at your tribe and the tribe that you have stereotypes against. It will help you notice that you and the people in the other tribe are no different. The author beautifully explains the overview effect through the story of the Space Shuttle commander Jeff Ashby. The author quotes, "On Earth, astronauts look at the stars. Most of us are star fanatics. But in space, the stars look the same as they do on Earth. What is so different is the planet. The perspective that it gives you. My first glimpse of the Earth from space was about 15 minutes into my first flight, when I looked up from my checklist and suddenly we were over the lit part of the Earth with our windows facing down. Below me was the continent of Africa, and it was moving by much as a city would move by from an airline seat. Circling the entire planet in 90 minutes, you see that thin blue arc of atmosphere. Seeing how fragile the little layer is in which all of humankind exists, you can easily from space see the connection between someone on one side of the planet to someone on the other, and there are no borders evident. So it appears as just this one common layer that we all exist in." That brings us to the last part of the video, action of the day. In today's world, it is impossible for anyone to not have a pair of goggles that are made of wrong beliefs. Take 5 minutes and evaluate what wrong beliefs you hold against someone or a group of people just because you are socially connected with a different group of people. Ask questions with an open mind to activate your counter thinking. Reach out to the people that you have stereotypes and prejudice against them. Share your beliefs and opinions with them and see if they are true. If you find yourself wrong, take your current pair of goggles and see the world with a new vision. Remember, many of our beliefs are culturally and widely shared beliefs that are rarely questioned. When we question them, we reach the reality. Watch the summary of chapter 5 here or chapter 7 here when it's available. See you in the next video. Much love and bye.